Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be suggesting a few fragrances I think would be perfect for Valentine's Day. Most of these fragrances that I have in front of me are just my loves that I like pulling for when I go on dates, but we do have some new additions that I've fallen in love with recently. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of the fragrances that I would highly recommend for Valentine's Day, then keep on watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is OshuMare. On this channel, I talk about all things smell good. So if you're into smelling good, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. All right, you guys, so before we get into the fragrances, drop your scent of the day down below. And then also let me know how you guys are feeling this Valentine's Day week. So the first fragrance is one that is newer to my collection within the last couple months. This is one from Lattafa, and this is Bete Noble Blush, and kind of put you in mind of like a Delina type of fragrance. Isn't a dupe or anything like that, but it's in the same type of scent family. So if you love the opening of the original Delina with that rhubarb, that lychee, that's not in here, but it has a sharp opening like that fragrance. So 9 times out of 10, if you like that one, you would really like this one too. And I would wear something like this on a day date. I would wear it on a night date. I would also wear it in the house, but I just wouldn't overspray it in the house. And I also think something like this would be good on a first date. If you've never tried it, it is very affordable. I believe it's under $30, and we do have a good mix of everything here. We have affordable, we have designer, we have niche. I'll have everything linked down below. But this is one of my newest girly soft loves, and I'm a huge rose lover. So anything with rose that's a little lactonic, I love that. So I think this would be great for this lovey-dovey day. So once again, this is Bete Noble Blush from Lattafa. Next, we have one from Parfums de Marly, and this is Oriana. And I think I had this one in my video last year for my Valentine's Day recommendations, and I tried not to put it in this video, but it, you know, I think it's so fluffy, soft, sweet, and everything that you think of when you think of Valentine's Day. It's flirty, it's fun, it's a little bright, it's fruity. It's not just all about the orange blossoms and the marshmallows in here. However, I do think this is perfect, especially if you are a gourmand lover. It opens up with like some grapefruit, some bergamot. So you do get this citrusiness in it. Oh, and I haven't smelled this one in so long, and I don't think I'm gonna wear this one on Valentine's Day, but a lot of times with Oriana, I'll maybe put this on as a topper for whatever I'm wearing. And it's just so fun and fluffy, bright, uplifting. Y'all, I love Oriana. It's very similar to Love Don't Be Shy, which, do I have that on here? I don't think I put that one on here because I have this. Just puts a smile on your face, makes you so happy. So if it makes you feel like that, I'm sure whoever you're gonna be on a date with, it's gonna make them feel like that too. Or if you just, you know, on a date by yourself, child, this is just gonna have people like, I need to go get her number, you know? And another thing that I love about this is that when it starts to dry down, you get those raspberries in here mixed with marshmallow. So it's like marshmallow raspberries. Oh, you guys, it is so good. So if the goal is to smell super sweet and feminine on Valentine's Day, Oriana would be perfect. Next, we have one from Dolce & Gabbana, and this is one of their newest ones, and this is Devotion Intense. So if you loved that lemon cake DNA in the original one, oh, and you love, smelling like, you know, a lemon pastry, but it was a little too lemon forward. This one has the addition of that nutty hazelnut, so it gives it a little bit more depth. It holds on to your skin a little bit longer. When I first smelled it, it smelled very similar to the original one, but now I get the hazelnut first, and then I get that orange blossom and the vanilla. And another reason that I picked this one is because on Valentine's Day, you want something that's gonna have a really nice sillage, longevity. So if you're going on a date with someone that you know loves to smell super sweet fragrances on you, likes hazelnuts, toffee, anything like that with a little vanilla, I think Devotion Intense would be a perfect option. So once again, this is by Dolce & Gabbana. Next, we have one from Montalle, and this is Roses Musk. And this is probably the only time of the year that I break this one out. Y'all, this is super strong. So probably the other ones that I talked about, they have a good sillage, but it's very, very moderate in comparison to this one. So just spray lightly. I wouldn't even say spray all your pulse points. I would say maybe spray maybe 2 and then that's it. Otherwise, you're gonna go from smelling real sexy to just doing way too much. Have you ever smelled like a cologne on a guy and the fragrance smells really nice, but they did one too many squirts and it's obnoxious and you can't even breathe? That's how strong this one is if you overdo it. So just, you know, don't overdo it. But my husband loves this one on me, so I love pulling it out for February. I also pull it out a lot in March because that's when our anniversary is, and I just know that without thinking about anything, this is always going to be a hit. This is literally rose, musk, and jasmine. I don't detect that jasmine at all. So if you don't like jasmine and you're more of a rosy girl, this is almost like a rosy, jammy type of fragrance, and then it dries down, and that's when I get more of the musk. I really do want to spray this on me, but it's very, very strong. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on a tester because this is so pretty, y'all. Oh my gosh, it is super sexy. And I would even wear something like this out with my girls. Like if you're all single, or maybe you guys all kind of do an annual thing where you get together, maybe you have brunch, you have lunch, something like that before you go on a date. I'm sorry, this just like clinks so much. I know that that probably sounds very loud. So we're gonna move on from this one. But if you have ever tried Montale fragrances, you know that they are beast of fragrances. They last a really long time. So I love including these in like date night option type of fragrance videos because 1 to 2 squirts and that is it. But once again, this is Roses Musk from Montalle. Next we have one from Navitus Parfums, and this is Amour Infinite. Okay, so when I got this one, I just knew that this was going to sing on everybody's skin around this time of the year. So this has sat in my collection, I think, for maybe 4 or 5 months. And y'all, in the base of this one, you have white chocolate. There's rose in here too. You have some like juicy fruits when it opens up. But I mainly get a whole bunch of white chocolate in here. Which is supposed to come out in the base, but I get it smack dab in the opening along with that rose and a little bit of the fruit. It smells so exotic, so unique. So if you want to wear something that has rose in it, but a little bit of chocolate, which is perfect for this day. If you have this, oh, pull it out now. Pull it out now. And this is also another good fragrance to wear if you want to stand out from the crowd. You want to leave an impression. Would also be a really good signature scent, but because it is so dominant on that white chocolate, I think you would probably just want to wear it in the fall and the winter. And being that Valentine's Day is in the winter time and it's going to be cold out, depending on where you are, this is going to just envelop you and whoever else is around you, just your senses, their senses. It is perfect. So once again, this is Amour Infinite from Navitus Parfums in collaboration with AI the Great. Chocolates and strawberries, they go hand in hand for Valentine's Day. So of course, when I think of this day, I also think of Burberry Her, the Elixir version. So there's a new one that came out and that one smells really good. Smells like literal fresh strawberries. But because this one is the more lactonic, slightly like milky type of version of all of the Burberry Hers, I still love this one the most. And it smells the most romantic to me. Since I got this fragrance, it's just gotten a little bit more deeper, not really lactonic, but it's definitely gotten a bit creamier. And I think it's the mix of the blackberry and all the other berries. That amber in here though, it smooths things out. And I think it just gives it like this depth that you don't get in a lot of other fragrances. I think this is gonna smell so good to anybody that you're on a date with. And I just really enjoy wearing it for myself. I would wear this on a day date. I would even wear this one at night. But I would also wear this one in the house if you're just, you know, hanging out with whoever you're going to be with that day. So once again, this is Burberry Her Elixir. I love pear and I love vanilla. And when you put those notes together, oh my goodness, I think it is such a nice combination. And this next fragrance did that combination in such a nice, sweet way. This is one from Kayali, and this is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. So I actually forgot that I had this fragrance because, you know, Kayali fragrances, they come out left and right. And right now I'm stuck on Yum Bougie Marshmallow, which I didn't put in this video because I talk about it a lot. But you guys, I sprayed this one, what was it, earlier today? And I was like, oh, I forgot how pretty this one is. So you get this like plum in here, but then you have this burst of bubblegum. And when I first got this, I really didn't get a huge burst of that bubblegum. I knew that I liked this, but I think I like it even more now because it's so much sweeter in that opening, like candy-like, and then it dries down very similar to like a label. So you're getting that same type of DNA in here, but it's like a candy twist on it with a little bit of rum. So if you don't want to smell too serious, you don't want a whole bunch of musk or anything like that, and definitely not any rose in your fragrance, then I think Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar from Kayali would be a really good option. Next, we have one from Givenchy, and this is L'Interdit Rouge. I don't know why I don't wear this one more, but this is such a classy, beautiful floral fragrance, y'all. So I love tuberose. I love tuberose and I love rose, and you have both of those in here along with like some ginger. I think there's some vanilla, but y'all, the way that this one wafts in the air, I mean, the sillage is beautiful on this. It is so pretty. I think it is probably the best L'Interdit version, at least that I've smelled. And I only have two. I have the original and I have this one. But whenever I smell this one, I feel like it just leaves such a really nice impression on my nostrils. You do have to love you a good floral moment though, mainly tuberose, because it's very prominent in here. It's mostly about that. And then everything else, and then it dries down again, very, very musky. But this one is just gonna have you singing. I would 100% wear this one at night, not really in the daytime, but if you wanna wear it, you can wear it during that time. It's just very strong, so it gives off nighttime vibes, you know what I mean? Especially because it has this like pimento leaf in here, which is a spice, and so it might be doing a little too much in the daytime. So I would definitely reserve this one for a really sexy romantic date night out. So once again, this is L'Interdit Rouge by Givenchy. Speaking of tuberose, I had to put this one on the list. This is probably going to be the fragrance that I'm going to reach for Valentine's Day. I have been stuck on one of the inspired versions for this that I have to remind myself to actually reach for the original, because this is all where it started. And this is one from Liquidy's Imaginaire, and this is Blanc Bete. So this is a different type of tuberose. It's very lactonic. It's very milky. There's literal milk in here. I love to describe this one as a delicious, delicate floral fragrance that is very lactonic. Whenever I wear this fragrance, the reaction I get from my husband is insane. You know how sometimes you kind of have to dance around your spouse, or, you know, dance around people to see if they notice your fragrance? Whenever I put this one on, the reaction I get from him is so crazy. He's always like, babe, what are you wearing? Oh, babe, I really like that one. You smell so beautiful. Like, he loves this fragrance. And at this point, I think I have about 3 versions of this all together. But I mean, when it's something that I love, it's something that you love, I'm sure you can relate. You can never have too many versions of it, but usually on Valentine's Day, I pull for like my Delinas, my rosy fragrances. So this for me would be a really nice change for Valentine's Day. And if you have it in your collection, or if you have Her Confession, any other versions, I would suggest that you pull it out, because it really does make a great impression and it has amazing sillage, projection, and longevity. So once again, this is Blanc Bete from Liquidy's Imaginaire. Now, just because she's not a contender for this Valentine's Day doesn't mean that I'm not going to be wearing it all throughout this month and for my anniversary. And this is one from Parfums, and this is Delina Exclusif. This is the one that I like to pull out in the fall and the winter. Y'all, this is so pretty. It's just Delina, but it's not as sharp. The addition of the oud in this one gives it that extra depth that the original one really doesn't have. That one's more of like effervescent, upbeat, like a brighter version. And it's also due to the rhubarb that's in that one and the peony, which is also not in this one. And I love mixing this one with Love Don't Be Shy. If you don't have that one, mix it with Oriana. Y'all, the combination is insane. The compliments will not stop. So if you're shy, don't put those two together. But Delina Exclusif, we're not going to talk about it much because I know everybody is very familiar with this, but I love it. And I think you should pull it out for Valentine's Day if you love it too. Next, we have another one from Lattafa, and this is Eclair, you guys. So the way that this one has macerated and gotten so much better since I got it, I honestly don't know if I like this one or Bianco Latte, the original one, which this is the inspired version for that. I don't know which one I like more. This is, y'all, this lasts on your skin for so long. And this is another one that I have to remind myself to put down and actually pick up the original one because it's just done so good. If you like smelling like caramel and vanilla with a little honey drizzling down your mouth, then I would highly suggest. And I think there's also milk in here too, but I don't really find it to be lactonic. It's mostly just a sweet caramel, honey, vanilla fragrance. So once again, this is Eclair from Lattafa. I think this would be really nice and sweet. And last but not least, I had to have a Donna Born and Roma fragrance on here. Almost put the original. If you have that one, that would be an amazing option too. But I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit and put Donna Born and Roma Pink PP on the list because this is giving you the original DNA with a little love, don't be shy. And this is another sweet, playful, not so serious type of fragrance, but it does have like a little girth in here. Like it smells like there might have been like a little jasmine, but they just didn't list it in here. So it still has this like mysterious vibe to it, but it's mainly about that orange blossom in here and the vanilla with a little bit of brightness from the mandarin. But I feel like when I put something like this on, it makes me smile, it makes other people around me smile, and how can it not be a really nice romantic night with something like this on, you know? And if you don't have this one in your collection, I would suggest if you have Love Don't Be Shy or Oriana, maybe even Magnetic Candy from Finery, just pair one of those with the original and you'll get the same scent DNA. So once again, this is from Valentino and this is Donna Born and Roma Pink PP. All right, you guys, and that is it. Those are all of my top picks for Valentine's Day 2025. Comment down below, let me know, what are you guys plans for Valentine's Day? Are you guys gonna go out? If you're going out, what are you doing? Are you staying in? If you're staying in, what are you wearing? Either way, just let me know, what are you guys planning on wearing for this lovey-dovey day? If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Share it with a friend or two. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And as usual, take care of yourself. God bless you all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.